Another classic turns 30. Damn, your boy getting old. Alright y'all, so I'm excited to bring to you my review for School Daze, which turns 30 today, February 12th. Man, damn, time flying. So School Daze, I'm sure if you're watching this review, I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to lay too many spoilers out there. But I'm going to say that I love this film. At the time when it first came out, I was an 8-year-old kid, so I really didn't get it. I was expecting just a straight comedy. And instead, School Daze was like a gumbo of everything. It was comedy, it was drama, it was dramedy, it was a musical, it was social commentary. Like, it was all of that condensed into one film. And I think the critical response at the time was fairly positive, but I think especially among black people, we really didn't know how to take it because we're so used to seeing us in either comedies or like real serious tearjerkers. But instead, we got a movie about just real stuff, especially that goes on among us. So at the time, yeah, I really wasn't digging it that much. I mean, there were some scenes that I did like, but I really didn't get it. But as I got older, I did really get it, and I understood it. And I will say that it did influence me to want to go to a black college, because before School Daze, my only knowledge of college was Revenge of the Nerds. That's like the only movie I remember seeing that had to do with college was like Revenge of the Nerds or Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. So that was my first time seeing a college with all black people, and it blew me away. I was like, damn. And then A Different World was out at that time too. So before that, I didn't know black college even existed. And speaking of A Different World, School Daze is almost like an extension of that show, because it was a reunion with Jasmine Guy, Darryl Bell, and Kadeem Hardison, who were the stars of A Different World. They were in this film. And it also has Larry Fishburne, before he became Lawrence Fishburne, Giancarlo Esposito, also known as Gustavo Fring, Tisha Campbell, the late Ossie Davis, and Bill Nunn. Like, this movie just had like a lot of star power in it, and a lot of people that went on to do other films and like really blew up. I know some people, either they hate Spike Lee's films or they love his stuff. He does have a unique style, and me personally, I dig it, but you know, to the average person, they're like, well, yeah, his stuff is a little weird. And I will admit, Spike Lee's work has got weird as the years went on. Like, for example, Chirac. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that one. But yeah, but School Daze, it really went into a lot of issues. Not so much with black and white, but black on black. And I thought that was interesting because I don't think we've ever seen that on film. So it was the light skin versus the dark skin, you know, weave versus natural hair, pro-black versus sellout. You know, like my favorite scene in School Daze was when Larry Fishburne and his crew went to a KFC where these locals were at, led by Samuel L. Jackson. You know, they had the Jerry curl caps and everything, like, you know, stereotypical niggas.
College don't mean shit. Y'all niggas, and you gonna be niggas forever, just like us, niggas. You're not niggas.
There's still a big gap where it's like we're constantly in competition. Either we're competing with each other or trying to keep each other down, or trying to, if we see us succeed, we have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you know, the ones that do succeed, sometimes you look down at the ones that are not as successful, like, man, get your stuff together. Like, I don't even want to be associated with you. You know, like, yeah, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. As far as the performances go, everybody's performance was on point. Larry Fishburne did his thing. Gustavo Fring did his thing. They were rivals in the movie. You know, Gustavo, he represented the wannabes, the Gamma Phi fraternity. And Larry Fishburne's Dap was more with the pro-black and African movement and whatnot. And Dap's cousin, Larry Fishburne's cousin, played by Spike Lee, Half Pint, he's trying to be down with the fraternity. And that also causes some conflict, because it's like, you know, they're family, but yet you trying to go with the enemy. But Half Pint, he just wants to be a Gamma. He wants to be one of them. He wants to have the girls, and you know, he just, you know, he's not down with all that, and that causes some conflict between them. Yeah, everything about this movie was just on point, man. The directing, the performances, the cinematography. Ernest Dickerson, who also directed Juice, he's the cinematographer on this movie, man. Spike is one of the best directors of all time, not just black directors, but just directors, period, because love or hate his style, when you watch a Spike Lee film, you can't help but think about it afterwards. Like, it just sticks with you. And I love when I watch a film or a show and I think about it afterwards, like that's some, you know, if you can make me think, and it really, like, especially like whether it bothers me or not, if I can think about it and remember it, you did your job. And you know what, the whole thing with the light skin and the dark skin, I really can relate to that, because I had issues with that myself. Like, being from Long Island, New York, born and raised, I really didn't deal with that too much. But I moved down to Florida about 16, 17 years ago. Damn, has it been 16 years? I didn't realize how prejudiced dark-skinned people were towards light-skinned people. I'm like, my mind was blown. Like, you know, I try to talk to a couple of girls down here, and they're like, nah, we don't do red niggas. Y'all red niggas think y'all all that. Y'all think y'all pretty and all this and that. Look at me. I'm the furthest thing from a pretty boy. I'm not conceited or none of that stuff. And I don't think I'm all that. I'm not even that much of a sharp dresser. You know what I mean? So it was just funny how I automatically got pigeonholed into that stereotype. But there were some missed opportunities, because a lot of the people down here in the South really frown upon light-skinned people. And I guess that comes from light-skinned people, I guess, too, also back in the day, used to look down on darker skinned people. So there's like that constant war with each other. And when are we gonna stop, people? Wake up! Wake up! Please, wake up. Nigga, you stupid. So overall, man, I love this film, man. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna give this film a grade, just like my other film reviews. So I'm gonna give School Daze a solid A. Really great Spike Lee movie. It's different. It's not a Boys in the Hood. It's not a Menace to Society. It is a light-hearted, somewhat of a comedy, somewhat of a dramedy, somewhat of a musical, but it is a great film to me. What did you guys think of School Daze? What's your favorite Spike Lee movie? Comment below, comment freely. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.